Hi everybody, this is Pat in the paper closet. Today I'm going to be showing you how, probably a lot of you know how already, but just in case, those beginners, how to use embossing folders in a die cutting machine. Now I had an idea of using, I hope I can get this on camera, using embossing folders on my different colored papers to use them in my junk journal. They give a lot of texture. I think they would look really nice in some of the journals. I have quite a few different embossing folders. Can you see that one? It's like a plaid with stitches around it. This one is X's and O's. And there you go. This one was actually 4 different, I have little strips. These little strips. And they just do like a row, and I thought that would look really nice on the edge of a pocket or a journaling card. So this is what I did on this one. I did these little buttons right along the edge here. Let me see if I can get it up where you can see it. There it is. And I thought that would look really nice on the front of a pocket or the top of a journaling card or a tag. And it would just add something different. A lot of texture to these. What else do I have? This one I just did this one along the top here. I thought that would also look nice in a pocket. Just decorate it up a little bit. And this one, I like this one. This would make a nice journaling card. Kind of looks like a sheet of note paper, lined, but it's raised. So I would decorate this as the front, maybe a journaling card or a pocket. But then on the back, it's flat. It's debossed on this side, so the lines aren't sticking up. You could journal on these lines. I think that would also make a very nice tag or journal card. So I'm going to try some of these. This one is leaves and some swirls. And it's amazing how each different color paper looks different when you emboss it using the same embossing folder. Like this blue, and here it is on the white. But it just looks so different. Make nice little tags. Even backgrounds for clusters. That would look nice. Here's yellow little Swiss dots. Can you see how they're raised? So that would add a nice touch to something. This I like to use. This is my favorite folder. I use this on greeting cards a lot. I make white backgrounds and then put on white embellishments. And they stand out really nicely. So I'm going to show you a few, not many. I mean, I'm not going to do them all. I have some papers I pulled out here. I'm trying to use up. I came across this very old cardstock stack. It is 8 by 8, and it's textured cardstock. It makes very nice embossing pieces. I've used up most of the colors I really like. So I'm left with the orange. And it's kind of a drab looking blue. Little red. You could use that at Christmas time. A couple of sheets of that. And then towards the back I've got some like a mauve. A very dark purple, light purple, or pinkish purple, and a light blue. Oh, I was looking for this color. That's what I used for this one, I believe. No, this was darker. I've used all of this up. But this is a good color. I'm making these so that when we start the series of Journal With Me, and we work in the Happy Junk Journal. I plan on using these as I'm putting in my photos and stuff. So be on the lookout for that. That'll probably be my next video. Alright, I'm going to move these out of the side, out of the way. Let's see what we can come up with. I don't like that blue. How about, no, this pink, I tried doing something on it. I think it was a different type embossing folder, and it didn't work. So it's already got something on it. Let's try a white one. We'll do some white. We can always, if you make white, I'm going to make a lot of white ahead of time. But you can always take your distress inks, different colors, and just very lightly rub your dauber over the top. And this way you would catch only the part that's sticking up. So only these lines would be colored. But very lightly, you wouldn't press hard. You don't want to color the background. So I'll be trying some of that in the journal. Alright, let's try this one. We'll do this one, the swirly one. How about the plaid one? I like this one. Now here's a little tip when you're using embossing folders. If you want it to look raised, in other words, you want the embossing to stick up from your paper, you put your paper in your folder. You want it so the flat side is on the top. This is the embossed side. You can feel all the pattern on the folder. So that would be the back. You put your paper in this way. And this is the flat side. There's not much embossing to it. So that when you put it through the machine will push the pattern from the bottom up so that it looks raised. If you wanted it the opposite way, you'd put it in the other way. We'll just turn it over. But I know I was trying to get them all right side up on that one piece where I did them all. This one. And I ended up, this one was upside down. So it's debossed, not embossed. These are embossed. They're protruding upward from the paper. This is embossed. It's raised up. But on this side, it's the opposite way. It's pushed into the paper. You don't get the same effect. Can you see there? It's pushed into the paper up here. And then on this side, it's protruding. It's pushed out of the paper, popping up. You can feel it. So if you want this side on the top, make sure the name of your brand embossing folder is on the top. Then you're the right way. Okay, I have it in my folder. I'll move a few things out of my way here. Paper. I have my cuddle bug right here to my right. I can't leave it in front of me, it's in my way. So I'm just going to put it over here. I'm going to take out my plates. Now for this I have an A plate, which is the very thick hard plate. I have one B plate. And then I have, I'll put in my folder. Make sure your paper hasn't moved. Center it on the plate. Now for embossing with a cuddle bug, you use 2 B plates. This is a B plate. There's a B on it here. And the one underneath it is a B plate. There's a B on it here. So you put one B plate. They call it a sandwich. Your embossing folder, and then another B plate. Now, you have to keep them in the, try to keep it as centered as you can. It'll move, but that'll be okay, as long as the paper doesn't move in the folder, which it rarely does. And I'm going to turn the crank. You're going to hear a popping sound. Yep. It didn't pop this time. There it is. It's not breaking. That's normal. Just means you're off the plate. Now let's get this out of my way. We'll open this up. And there it is. So you see, with the name on the top, you get the embossing on the top of the paper. Can you see it? And on the back, it's the opposite. It's pressed into the paper. So this one, I actually cut this apart to make this little strip. I was thinking of making a double pocket with it. Just glue this on 3 sides. I'll have the plaid looking embossing there, and I have the button embossing on the top. And a few little decorations, a little embellishing, maybe a little ribbon, and that'll be a pocket, a double pocket. You'll be able to put something in here. Let me find something skinny. So this would be a pocket, and then this would be a pocket. So we'll have a nice double pocket. And I just think it'll add a nice different touch to our pages. So that's the plaid. Like I said, you could color this. You could give it a slight hint of ink by not pressing your dauber too hard on it. You could use it if you got pink or blue, green, yellow. Maybe even lightly do it with black, so this all would stand out. I think that would make a very pretty pocket. So what I did, I just cut this. I cut this in strips. I cut above this double line, and then below this double line, and that became my little strip. Okay, let's try one of these little ones. Now, like I said, you need the brand name at the top. Because here's my bumpy side, and here's my flat side. And it's the right side up. So I'm going to take a piece of this. I'll try this dark green. I haven't used this yet. And I'll put this where I want it. I'm going to want this strip of dots along the top. I'm going to close this up. And I want to keep this straight, so I'm going to put a little piece of tape on this. And I can find my tape. Oh, there it is. Just to hold it in place while I put it into the plates. And put it right here. Just so it doesn't move. Okay. I got my plates again. Okay, we have the bottom, the base plate. That's A. This is a B. Here's my embossing folder on my piece of paper. Center it there. Put another B plate on top. Get it all together. And I'm going to slide it into the Cuttlebug. By the way, the Cuttlebug is not available anymore. They stopped making it, but there are other brands out there. Oh. I always think when I hear that noise that I cracked something, but it's very normal. Okay. Take off the top plate. Here's our embossing folder. Carefully take this off, remove the tape, and there we have it. Isn't that pretty? Make a nice pocket top. Very good. Like I said, this was textured cardstock, but it doesn't matter. Plain paper looks just as good. So that'd make a nice pocket. Flowers, a little piece of ribbon or lace. Now, very nice. Okay, what else did I want to show you? I also have, let me find it. I have these very small ones. This one does a coffee cup. There it is, with a flower coming out of it. This one says thinking of you. So I'll show you how to do those. We can do two at once. What color do we want? I'll go with the blue. Now, put this one, same thing again. The brand name is on the top. Putting my paper in this way. Close it up. There's my piece of tape that I had. I know I just pulled it off. There it is. Stuck on my desk. My tabletop. And I'm just going to put this over the side. And that one. Now this one is the coffee cup. Put the name, the brand name on the top. I need another piece of tape. I'm just going to tape this at the bottom. I'm going to get it on the straight. I'm going to tape it right here. And it's not going to affect anything because the embossing is on the inside. Okay, I have my base, my B plate, my embossing folders, and the second B plate. Now the arrangement of the sandwich, as they call it, is different on other type machines. Just read your instructions. I always go forward and then back. I get a good deep embossing. I having it go through twice. Now here's our folder. Slide that off. Let me get the tape off. It's not permanently stuck. So sorry, I had a phone call come through which turned off my video. As you know, I use my phone to record. So when the call comes through, that's the end of the video. But we're back. Okay. What was I doing? I was taking these off this paper. Here's the coffee cup. Turned out very well. Now let's take off the other one carefully. And then we have thinking of you. Trying to get it so you can see it. There it is. Thinking of you and the coffee cup with the flower. I would just cut this in half and cut it to size and put it on anything. Journaling card, pocket, tag. That's the back. And that's the front. Okay. I think that's it for today. I hope you got something out of this. I think it's going to be interesting to use these different textures in our junk journal, in our happy junk journal. So I'll be starting that next video, putting in photos, journaling, decorating, and you'll see how I use my junk journal. Okay, so if you like this video, please hit the like button. That helps me get more views. And if you like this video and you'd like to see more, hit the subscribe button and the bell. By hitting the bell, you'll be notified when the next video is up. Okay, so I'll see you soon. Thank you for coming. Bye.